Happy birthday to the famous Italian astronomer, physicist, engineer, and sometimes polymath, Galileo Galilei, February 15, 1564. What would he have to say if he was alive today? Let's imagine and find out. On proving the Earth revolves around the sun, I said, the Earth revolves around the sun. The church said, no, it doesn't. You know what revolves faster? A rumor that you're a heretic. On being tried by the church, people ask, what was your trial like? Well, imagine explaining basic science to someone who thinks thunder is God bowling. It went exactly like that. On telescopes. When I invented my telescope, people were amazed I could see the moons of Jupiter. Honestly, I just wanted to spy on my neighbors and see who was stealing my figs. On gravity. They say Isaac Newton discovered gravity when an apple fell on his head. I've been dropping things for years and nobody gave me credit. Guess I wasn't clumsy enough to make history. On looking at the moon. I looked at the moon through a telescope and saw craters and mountains. People back then thought the moon was a smooth orb of perfection. Imagine explaining that the moon has acne and watching society have a breakdown. On critics of his scientific work, they called me dangerous. Imagine being labeled a threat to society for saying the Earth moves. Meanwhile, the guy next door believes comets are a sign of the apocalypse, and he's fine. On Jupiter's moons. When I discovered Jupiter's moons, I thought people would be amazed. Instead, they asked if I could name them after powerful nobles. So yeah, science was groundbreaking, but politics still ran the show. On being under house arrest. People say house arrest is punishment, but it's great for introverts. I had books, a telescope, and nobody knocking on my door to call me a heretic. Honestly, it was peaceful. On his famous line, and yet it moves. They forced me to recant my theory that the Earth moves around the sun. I said, sure. Then under my breath, and yet it moves. That's Italian for, I'm too stubborn to admit defeat. On early science tools. Back then, we didn't have fancy scientific instruments. You had a telescope you made in your basement and a notebook covered in wine stains. That's how we discovered the universe. On doubt and curiosity, they say doubt is dangerous. I say doubt is how we learn. If you never doubted, you'd still think the Earth is flat and leeches cure diseases. So, yeah, let's embrace a little skepticism. On legacy and learning. I wasn't trying to be famous. I just wanted answers. My advice? Be curious, break a few rules, and if they call you a heretic, congratulations. You're probably onto something.